Yeah, effing serious. Here's why. Alcoholism is an addiction. This is a disease, and we cannot trust drunk people to make sober decisions. As you clearly stated, we should be putting the pressure on the drivers, but guess what? We already do, and it's not helping. The problem still persists. A person can have an OWI, as much pressure as possible can be put on them, and they will still end up getting a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. I mean, people literally go to jail, go to prison for OWIs, and come right back out and drink and grab the keys to a car, whether they have a license or not, whether there's a breathalyzer installed in it or not, and they get somebody else to blow in it, and they still drive, and they can still kill somebody. So now what do? Because we've hit all of your requirements. Pressure on the driver, right? Well, that's not enough. So if we can't trust drunk people to make sober decisions, we have to have preventative measures to take those decisions away from people, anybody who could be potentially drunk, not just repeat offenders. I'm sorry. I am not trying to get worked up here. This always triggers me a little bit, as it clearly does you. And we have a reason to, because this is something we all want to stop happening. But when we say things like that, you have to realize that does nothing to change what's going on, and it only allows you to make a judgment call and guilt somebody else into feeling a certain way about a situation that they can't actually change. So a couple issues. One, you're assuming that everyone can safely recognize when they're impaired, which just isn't true. Two, you're assuming that everybody has the capability of making responsible decisions or even caring about the consequences, which unfortunately is completely disregarding how depression and alcoholism work. Three, you're assuming that somehow that logic would stop an accident from happening. It doesn't. It's just holding somebody accountable after the fact, which does nothing to make the person who has been hit by a drunk driver feel any better. It does nothing to undo the damage that has already been caused. It does nothing to give that person their life back. So yeah, I am effing serious. I'm putting myself out there. I put all my skeletons out, from the closet. I'm showing everybody everything. I'm the person that did something wrong, and I'm still standing up saying we need change. We need something to be different. I don't want to see this happen to me or anybody else ever again. And that's on period.